It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the Niners, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Tua Tagovailoa of the Dolphins, Jimmy Garoppolo of the 49ers.
And Brandon, I think each one might be trying to play some form of keep away from the other, because when you think about time of possession and what that means in a game, it's great if you're able to hold on to the football and run your offense at your pace. And it also helps to keep the other guy's offense on the sideline. That's your goal for the game.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20, and they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 64 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
You're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Carter now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Tua's throw here taken in by Parker.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's going to be met at the line of of scrimmage and taken down.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
And now, Charles, this becomes a pretty important second drive for them. They're already down a pair of scores here in the first quarter.
As you noted, they're down 2 scores, and to me, they're down a possession or a service break if this were tennis, right? Because they just gave one up. Only their second drive now. Run their offense, try and get back into the game that way, and then look for some help from their defense.
Trying to forget about that pick six last time out.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets past one man, and he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah
touchdown run. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. That time a 6-play drive, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Carter now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab.
And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one.
I don't want to write him off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this and a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on to a hit, and the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No bounce in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit. But
it's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation. Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the 49ers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Now Gould for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.